Okay. This is Karen Elizabeth of KarenElizabeth.com, and today we're doing number 9 of the things that we must give up in order to move forward. And today we are going to talk about giving up overlooking the positive points in your life. I could give great kudos for this statement because I know this statement. You know, there are some people that have said to me, Karen, you're so talented, you do this, you do that, you do this, and I will think about that and I'll be like, really? Really? I don't see it. I just don't see it. I'm serious. I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like that to me. And you know why? Because I am looking at the things that aren't right in my life. I am looking at the things that I don't do well. I am looking at the things that I didn't get quite right, that I didn't do perfectly. And therefore, I'm not appreciating the things that I do well, the things that I have done right, and be thankful for the things that I am able to do. You see? What you see in your life often depends entirely on what you are looking for. You will have a hard time ever being happy if you aren't thankful for the good things in your life right now. So I encourage you to, again, you can make an affirmation out of this, and I encourage you at the end to come up with an affirmation that you could write down for this one. But when you are looking at things in your life, many times you're so busy you don't have time to look, but then there are moments where you're calm, you're quiet, and you have time to just reflect. And many people don't reflect because they don't like what they see. They don't want to think about it because it just opens up too many cans of worms. And they don't even want to start thinking about it because it's just going to be this long, drawn out thing. We don't have to do that. We can look at what's right in our life. And then from there, as you look at what's right in your life, you may touch on one little thing that's a little off. And that's where you begin to address, issues. In other words, you're looking at the positives in your life, and everything in your life begins with the positive. I know it's hard for some of us. Those who are perfectionistic and really want to do things well and excel in things, many times we're so focused on succeeding and getting it done and doing it right that we forget to smell the roses and to enjoy. So, all I'm saying is that when you go to bed at night, you think about the things that you're thankful for. When people tell you you're good at something, thank them. And be thankful for the person who saw it. Do you know that if a person sees something great in you, they are actually exhibit that greatness themselves. And that is to be honored. If a person says something genuinely nice about you, you better know that they're a person you should stick around because they are like-minded with you. When you have people in your life who are very negative, oftentimes it is because you have allowed weeds to grow up in your garden rather than choosing your lifestyle. If you are in school and there are just a bunch of students around and you haven't chosen friends and you've allowed those friends to choose you, you're allowing the weeds to grow up. If you are an employee and you're at work at a job that you're not passionate about and you're just working there for the money or because you don't know what else to do and because somebody said you ought to just go out and get a job and you're just working and you don't like it or whatever. You have to realize that you have made a decision that is not in your best interest. And you are not encouraging your positive lifestyle. You're not encouraging a positive lifestyle. Instead, working at a job that you will love, hanging around people that are an encouragement is much better. And if you don't have a lot of those people in your life, there's a couple things you can do. Number one, you could spend more time alone without those people. If they call and press you to do things, you just politely say, I'm busy. Because you know what you're doing is you're giving time to yourself. You are changing your life. You are making decisions to be the best you can be, so that you will have friends that will come to you and admire you and respect you and honor you. But until you decide to do those things to yourself, for yourself, you will not have them come from others. So I encourage you to look at the positive things in your life and to begin to just touch on the things that could use improvement. And let me give you an example. For me, when I would wake up in the morning, and I shared this in previous, that I would wake up and I would have something on my mind that I was thinking about the night before. It when you sleep, your subconscious mind works throughout the night. So in order for your subconscious mind to do something that's going to be helpful to you so you're not having nightmares, you need not to be listening to things, saying things, watching things on TV that are going to stimulate your subconscious mind to work through the night. Okay, so a better thing to do is read something positive and encouraging. That's why a lot of people read the Bible. There are words, there are stories. Read a book on some kind of something that could be of benefit to you. I mean, it could be learning a new subject area. It could be something on personal development, self-development. It could be of a faith-based nature. It could just be something funny, reading funny stories just to, give your life a little lightheartedness. You could listen to certain things that are just going to put yourself in a state of total relaxation and rest so that your sleep is sweet. You are doing yourself a favor. You are taking a step towards helping yourself to become a better you. And that's something that just is a simple, let's just do one little thing. And then in the morning when you wake up, the next thing you can do is to be thankful. Thankful to yourself. Say thank you to yourself for giving yourself a good night's sleep. Say thank you to yourself for having an ability to smile when you wake up. Many people wake up really cranky and they're like, give me my cup of coffee. And, ooh, I never like that. I wake up happy. I do. And I guess maybe because I say that I wake up happy, every day I wake up happy because I've conditioned myself to wake up happy. And all I did was just to say, I wake up happy. If other people talk to me about waking up, I'm like, yeah, I always wake up happy. I'm a happy person in the morning. I wake up happy. And every time I say that, it's like my subconscious mind is getting more and more conditioned to wake up happy. You see? Tony Robbins talks about getting leverage on yourself. And there's just a point in your life where you know that what you're saying at that very moment feels so good that you know that it's right. If you could just keep saying it and saying it, you're actually making it even better and better. I don't know if you've experienced that. There are positives in life. and I want you to have them. So begin today thinking about one thing you can do. Write an affirmation. I will not neglect my positive attributes. Or, in a way, don't say not. You could say, I will be thankful for all the things that I have done and all the ways that I am good to myself. And just another one would be, I do not allow others to tell me who I am, but I define myself by a high standard, right, of love. Because if you are good at loving yourself, that's the beginning of truly loving others. And if your why in life is to be remembered as a good person, as a loving person, you may want to start now at doing it if you haven't. Now, some of you have this pretty much down and you just need a little tweaking. Others of you have a little bit, more to do. But I encourage you, if you've come to this audio series, you've done the right thing. This is the beginning, or this is the middle, or this is just a little tweaking for you. Doesn't matter. Be encouraged by it. You're on the right track. This is Karen Elizabeth of KarenElizabeth.com, and tomorrow is the last day of our 10 days. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about stopping, or I should say, or things you must give up, which are to give up not appreciating the present moment. Talk to you soon.